The door slammed shut, rattling the thin walls of my cramped apartment. My heart hammered from the fight with Sarah, her words still clawing at me. "I don't love you anymore, Mark. It's over." I stood frozen, breath short and ragged, the weight of it hitting like a fist to the stomach. Stumbling to the kitchen, I yanked a beer from the fridge, the cold cap biting my fingers as I twisted it off and took a long pull. 3 years, and she just walked away. It didn't add up. Leaning against the counter, I stared at the floor, her voice looping in my head, her empty eyes burned into my memory. A knock at the door jolted me. I wasn't in the mood, but it came again, soft yet insistent. "Mark, it's Alex from next door. Heard some noise. You okay?" I hesitated, then sighed. Alex was a solid guy, and honestly, being alone felt worse. I cracked the door open. His face was etched with concern. "You look rough, man. Want company?" I almost brushed him off, but instead, I stepped aside. "Sure, beer's in the fridge." He grabbed 2 bottles and joined me on the couch, handing one over. "So what happened?" he asked, his tone gentle but direct. I took a swig. "Sarah, she ended it, said she doesn't love me anymore." Alex winced. "Damn, that's brutal. I'm sorry." I shrugged, trying to play it cool, but my voice cracked. "Yeah, well, what can you do?" He didn't push, just nodded and sipped his beer. We sat in silence, the fridge's hum the only sound. Somehow, his presence dulled the ache. "Let's not talk about it," I said eventually. "Can we just watch the game?" Alex grabbed the remote. "Sure." The TV flickered on, sports commentary filling the room. I relaxed a bit, the weight in my chest easing. Maybe it was the beer, maybe it was Alex just being there, but I felt grateful. As the game droned, I kept glancing at him, sprawled casually on my couch like he belonged. He caught me looking and gave a small smile, one that said he got it. "You don't have to talk if you don't want," he said, eyes on the screen. "But I'm here if you do." I shrugged, gripping my beer like a lifeline. The room spun with emotions I wasn't ready to face, but Alex didn't press. After a while, he spoke again, voice light. "I've been through a breakup or two. Doesn't make it easier, but you're not alone." I looked at him, really looked. There was something real in his words, not just pity. "Yeah?" I asked, my voice raw. He met my eyes. "Yeah, it sucks, but you get through it. Sometimes better off." I gave a bitter laugh. "Not sure about better." He leaned back. "Maybe not now, but eventually. You just need time. And friends." Friends, the word lingered. I'd seen Alex as a neighbor, maybe a buddy, but this felt deeper. "Thanks," I mumbled, throat tight. He smiled. "Anytime." The game faded to background noise as the night wore on. The awkwardness melted, replaced by something like trust. For the first time since Sarah left, I didn't feel so alone. Alex stood, eyeing the empty bottles. "Another round? Toast to surviving shitty breakups?" I cracked a smile. "Yeah, why not?" We clinked bottles and a spark of hope flickered. Maybe I'd get through this. Maybe Alex would help. We settled back, fresh beers in hand, his arm draped casually over the couch. The game played, but my mind was elsewhere, circling back to Sarah, then to Alex. His presence was steady, grounding. "Ever think about starting over?" he asked suddenly, staring at the TV. "Starting over?" I echoed. He glanced at me. "Yeah, things fall apart and you're lost, but maybe that's a chance to figure out what you want." I snorted. "I don't even know what that is anymore." "Maybe that's okay," he said, firm but kind. "Maybe now's your chance to find out." I took a long drink, his words sinking in. Starting over felt impossible, but with Alex saying it, it didn't seem so far-fetched. "You make it sound easy," I muttered. "Not easy," he corrected, meeting my gaze. "Possible. Easier with the right people." His eyes held mine, warm, steady, and the weight in my chest lightened. "Maybe," I said softly. "Thanks, Alex." He nodded, and we fell back into comfortable silence. As the night deepened, I noticed things about him. His easy confidence, the crinkle in his eyes when he smiled. It was disarming, stirring something I couldn't name. He caught me staring again, his lips twitching. "You've been quiet. What's going on in there?" I fumbled. "Just thinking. Nothing." He shifted closer, his warmth radiating. "It's okay to be messed up after this. No one expects you to have it figured out." I nodded, but my head was spinning. I wasn't just noticing Alex, I was drawn to him. The realization hit hard, undeniable, and terrifying. He must have sensed it, because his smile faded to concern. "Mark," he said softly, "whatever it is, you can talk to me." I swallowed, words failing. His eyes, warm and searching, held mine. "You're staring," he teased, but there was something deeper in his gaze. "Sorry," I blurted, face heating. "It's okay," he said, voice low. "I don't mind." The air thickened, charged. He leaned in slightly, eyes locked on mine. My breath caught, pulse racing. This wasn't just comfort, it was something else, something I wasn't sure I was ready for. I leaned in too, drawn to him, but at the last second, I pulled back, heart pounding. I should go, I stammered, standing too fast, the room tilting. Alex's expression was unreadable. You sure? He asked, disappointment flickering. I just need air. I bolted outside, the cool night air hitting me like a slap. I barely slept, Alex's face haunting me, his eyes, that almost moment. The next day dragged, thoughts of him relentless. By evening I was pacing, staring at the wall between our apartments. Before I could overthink, I was at his door, fist raised. It swung open before I knocked. Mark? Alex looked surprised, concerned. You okay? I nodded, feeling foolish. Yeah, I don't know. He stepped aside, letting me in. The door closed, and the tension from last night flared. You seemed shaken when you left, he said. I've been worried. I ran a hand through my hair. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. It was just a lot. I get it, he said, eyes searching. But I need to know, what happened last night? The question demanded truth I wasn't sure I could voice. But looking at him, his patience, his hope, something clicked. I stepped forward, closing the gap, and kissed him. It was impulsive, raw, but right. He froze for a split second, then kissed me back, and the world fell away. His stubble grazed my skin, his lips soft but sure. I tasted beer on his breath, felt his hands on my waist, pulling me closer. My mind blanked, consumed by the electric heat of it. When we broke apart, breathless, our foreheads pressed together. Mark, he whispered, husky, are you sure? I met his gaze, clarity cutting through the chaos. I don't know what I'm sure of, I admitted, but I don't want to run from this, from you. He smiled, pressing a soft kiss to my forehead. We'll figure it out, together. I nodded, relief and anticipation mixing. We moved to the couch, sitting close, legs touching. The TV hummed, ignored. You don't have to do anything you're not ready for, he said, hand on my knee, sending a jolt through me. I know, I replied, but I want this. I want to see where it goes. His smile warmed me, and I kissed him again, slower, deeper. The tension melted as we explored each other, curiosity and desire blending. His hands roamed my shoulders, pulling me closer. The heat built, undeniable. You sure? He asked again, giving me an out. I answered with a harder kiss, hands in his hair. Clothes fell away as we moved to the bedroom, his touch igniting something new in me. On the bed, Alex led with gentle confidence, his hands and lips mapping my body. Every touch was a revelation, overwhelming but perfect. The night blurred, gasps, whispers, skin on skin. When it ended, we lay tangled in the dark, breath slowing, his arm draped over me, lips brushing my shoulder. You okay? He murmured. I smiled. Better than okay. He chuckled, the sound grounding me. We stayed there, the world outside forgotten. For the first time, I wasn't scared of what came next. With Alex beside me, I was ready to find out.